For eons the Veron Dominion ruled the Outer Rim with an iron grip. Their fleets, vast and merciless, crushed anything that dared resist. Entire star systems were razed to dust. Civilizations vanished without a trace. No species had ever survived a confrontation with the Dominion and lived to tell the tale. Their arrogance was absolute, their confidence unshakable. Then came humanity. The Dominion first encountered them at the fringes of charted space. Their intelligence satellites had noted human expansion, but it was dismissed as inconsequential, mere colonists settling empty planets. When the Dominion sent the customary ultimatum, surrender or perish, humanity responded with a single, unemotional word: acknowledged. No pleading, no negotiations, just acknowledgement. The Dominion laughed. Primitive, said Fleet Admiral Zoran. They have no concept of power, of authority. They are toys in the galactic sandbox. 50,000 warships were dispatched, a display of overwhelming force. The fleet advanced through hyperspace in perfect formation, their engines thrumming like a heartbeat of doom. They expected compliance. Resistance crushed under their technological superiority. The first human colony was attacked in hours. Conventional bombardment obliterated installations, yet reports trickled in of surviving defenders. Small teams armed with primitive railguns and nuclear warheads. The Dominion marveled at their resilience. By the third colony, human ingenuity became apparent. Weapons struck with unexpected precision, defenses held longer than anticipated. Still, the Dominion was confident Earth itself would be easy. When the fleet reached the Sol system, they found something entirely unexpected. The planet was shielded, not with visible defenses but with an energy field that distorted sensor readings. It appeared inactive, almost invisible. Then, one ship emerged from orbit, a single vessel, tiny compared to the Dominion dreadnoughts, moved deliberately toward the center of the fleet. It did not evade, it did not maneuver, it did not broadcast distress signals. It simply advanced in error. Zoran said, a scouting vessel misplaced. It cannot possibly threaten us. But the moment the human ship aligned with the flagship, the Dominion's systems faltered. Shields fluctuated. Comms went silent. Warships powered down mid-flight. Crewed officers' screams trapped in dead channels. Then, one by one, the fleet vanished. Not destroyed, not crippled, gone. No debris, no explosions, nothing. A void replaced their presence. 50,000 ships, the pride of the Dominion. Erased from existence, the human vessel transmitted one final word before disappearing. Acknowledged. Panic erupted across the Dominion's command structures. High counselors convened emergency sessions. Every plan for retaliation was scrutinized and discarded. The fleets, the armies, all were rendered meaningless. No one understood what had happened. And worse, no one dared to try to find out. 3 days later, the Dominion received another transmission. Not a ship, not a fleet, but a message. A simple warning: do not test us again. Coordinates were included, an unspoken challenge. In response, the Dominion dispatched a 1,000-ship fleet. Every soldier, every admiral, every scientist knew this mission would either secure dominance or result in catastrophe. The fleet arrived at the given coordinates, empty space. No planets, no stations, nothing. Yet unease settled in every mind aboard the command ships. Sensors scanned continuously. Warp engines hummed. Nothing was detected. And then it began. Ships blinked out. Entire wings disappeared in seconds. Power systems failed inexplicably. Communications became impossible. It was as if reality itself was bending around them, selectively erasing matter. The human presence, though unseen, was absolute. Admiral Kren barked orders, but his commands were meaningless. Ship icons vanished from the tactical display, one after another, until the entire fleet had been removed from existence. No energy spikes, no explosions, no wreckage, only absence. The message repeated, written directly across every Dominion display in the void. Final warning: the Dominion's emperor, massive and once unshakable, trembled in his throne chamber. For the first time in history, he felt fear, pure, unmitigated fear. No fleet could counter humanity. No weapon could strike them. The Dominion was no longer predator. They were prey. Months passed. The Dominion never sent another fleet beyond its borders. Expansion halted. Science turned inward. Fleets became defensive, and generals who had once dreamed of conquest whispered the name human in fear. Humanity had not attacked. They had not fired a single weapon. And yet, the Dominion was humbled. Entire systems had been erased from existence. Fleets vanished, and their pride shattered all with a single acknowledgement. Across the galaxy, the story spread. The lesson was universal and terrifying. Humans wielded a power beyond comprehension. Not through force, not through technology, not through numbers. Humans existed in harmony with a reality that would obey them when the time came. The Dominion endured, but only barely. They patrolled their borders cautiously, never again daring to trespass into human-controlled space. Their empire had become stagnant, crippled by the memory of one small species that had rewritten the rules. And somewhere, in the vast reaches of the stars, humanity continued its quiet expansion. unaware or perhaps indifferent to the fear it had inspired. No weapons had been fired. No cries for mercy had been made. And yet, the galaxy knew the simple truth.